Hi beautifuls, welcome back. A very punchy intro. I'm YILDIZ from YILDIZ Readings. I'm a psychic medium. I cover the astrology and twin flame path. This week we're having a look at your energy surrounding romance for your zodiac sign. I do have the members zone that does coaching relating to twin flame path where we can speak candidly and privately if that's something you're interested in. But very separately, I do come to you regularly live for the twin flame updates. So with this video, we're going to tune into your romance zone. If you do want a private booking, the link is below. Love and light, guys. Grab a cuppa, relax, and let's get into your energy update for this week with the extension read after in the members zone. Hi Gemini, welcome back. We're here to do your psychic read for your romance house. Now I have pulled tarot, which I do interpret in my own way. More from a psychic point of view. Sometimes I'll get additional messages from the card. So I've pulled a chakra card. I have pulled the ruin. The ruin that you have coming up is really quite interesting, especially relating to your current astrology and the transits occurring in your romance house. Now, the crystal that you have, try and get it centered on the camera. I always got to do the opposite way. I hear, see, notice, and understand divine messages. Improve spiritual communication, which currently you have Taurus in your 12th house, interpreting signs and symbols, experiencing connections with angels and spirit guides, feeling serenity and calmness, and it's in the upright. Now, there is something to do with you guys you are intuitive. Let me put it this way. What I'm getting coming through with the ruin, it connects to black. It also connects to water, which is emotions, it's intuition, the energy of air. But you're checking in with the current frequency and the trends. Let me put it that way. You are a trendsetter of the zodiac. You are grasping something and you're tuning into it, and it's to do with uncertainty. Now, you do have currently in your romance house Sagittarius there, but we also, which is Jupiter in energy. You're very connected to someone who's willing to grow with you, but someone who's not, how do I put it? Because we have the South Node there, you are changing, okay? Who you are and what your needs are, you're realizing you're part of that mix, not just them. And so you won't be able to attract an old vibration back. So if you have any triggers in relation to, why do I keep getting the same sort of partner and things to that degree, it won't be possible with it being the South Node. It's not you can't get a person back from the past, but they will need to be vibrationally different. And it is breaking that codependent pattern inside the connection. You've got the base chakra energy here. And esoterically, we do have Mercury retrograde in Aquarius at the moment. Now, it can come down to two situations. Both Saturn and Uranus in link is Aquarius, which it can be both crown chakra as well as base chakra. So depending on how it's linking, as above, as below, we want both worlds. And you do have Taurus on the 12th. You're coming through wanting and knowing you're protective of yourself, but you're also assessing connections and assessing the connection of maybe, again, holding your cards close to your chest, but guarding yourself. Now, this ruin relates to mystery, chance, an unpredictable event, intimate encounter, esoteric, unfolding, feminine mystery, initiator of events and incubation. Reversed, it's irritational fear, vulnerability, ill fortune, faults or mistakes exposed. Now, it could be due to the circumstances previous, which may have been the reversal of it. You're unwilling to work with people and love if they don't transform. And I'm feeling almost like the Two of Swords energy. I don't know why that's coming through. It's very you want balance. You're trusting the intuition, the Uranian energy, but it's as above, as below. You're getting your psychic downloads because you've got Taurus there at the moment, but it is operating through Aquarius. It's like in the bigger picture of things. Where do you stand? And again, because it's the 9th house, where are we going? Is this moving forward? Are we moving forward? Some of you, it may be in relation to a move, making a judgment. Others of you, it could be the need to create balance, but what that would look like. And it's almost like blind faith, but again, you are spiritually protected. The ruin is making me feel as though, yes, there's going to be a circumstance this week that can be playing out, that can be bringing things full circle. Now, in the past position, you could be looking at, words spoken, was there crossness, the demeanor in which had been coming through in relationships. Were you passive? Were you neutral? Were you, really direct in this situation? But it could be an old situation. That's really what I'm feeling. Whatever this old conflicting situation is, I don't feel, and I keep getting the throat chakra going, your Mercury, I don't feel that you're willing to dance that dance. Now, this could be a circumstance playing out in your love interest life and to do with an ex, I'm hearing. This also could be on one side of the fence or the other. But I feel you're like, I don't want this to come back and bite me. I really want to be able to move forward. There also could be a conversation that you could be a little bit regretful of. And be careful of conversations, not repeating patterns. If there's something you feel you don't want to say, that you feel you're still healing, hold that thought. Be patient, because we can feel, it's one of those weeks that potentially could occur, but more towards the end of the week. I do see you could be dealing with an injustice at the moment that is needing to be balanced out. And this could also be, those of you it resonates, divorces, settlements, binding of contracts, coming to terms with past situations. It could be something very separate as well, where it's affecting your vibration, which is then in turn affecting the connection. I'm going to pull a clarify on this, because I'm seeing some of you, it might be a manipulation. Somebody is manipulating one or the other. What is this about, please? I don't know what. Probably because we have Mercury retrograde and Aquarius and Venus is there. In some shapes, old situations are coming back. Mercury retrograde. And they could be these old conflicting pasts that we don't resonate with anymore necessarily. Now, it can be playing out in a memory, or it can be physical people. But there appears to be conflict. Now, some of you are looking at romance point blank zero and mainly healing from it, but you know what you're attracting. You're like, where is that lovely, beautiful human being I knew? That's sort of what's coming through. There could also be a very gentle person who's mentoring you and nurturing you. Now, this could have been a parent figure that gave you a belief system as to what relationships are. But I do feel some of you may be seeking out male counsel. And I feel how do I put it? I'm feeling as though the way you're coming to the table is maybe this could be a third party. Now, it doesn't have to be cheating, and I'm not feeling that. For some of you, an individual you're dealing with is with somebody else, but there might have been hurt relating to it and you've cut it off. You're like, look, I can't do this. Now, the interference could merely be family meddling, exes meddling, things to that degree. But I do feel there is an opportunity for those of you with two paths that you could be looking at a very gentle person and they're very understanding. You may have told them everything about your circumstances. They're not going to hurt you, but they're also not going to enable you. They sort of feel like they're going to be a coach energy, and a best friend and a person potentially that is going to show you light of a situation. I don't think they're intentionally going to hurt you, but they also are going to help you. Yeah, they're not going to hurt you. They're not going to cut you down. They know you're healing from the past. But definitely this person may remind you of an adult figure. Now, what do I mean by an adult figure? A parent figure we never had, or a parent figure, a caring factor, but it could be a romantic partner. It's more a friendly energy. That's what's coming through. Somebody who is going to help you come to terms with those circumstances. Now, you also may have had a connection to your romantic person you're tuning into at the moment, and there was a feeling of, do I need to let go? They may have been healing from a parent passing and carried that for many years. but separately, and that's not for all. I mean, we tune into millions of people, but there is a circumstance relating to reaching closure, but this person mimics another energy. That's probably the best way to say it. Now this conflict, you feel like maybe you're getting into a situation that can be a little bit conflict orientated. You don't want to lose hope on it, but you also have a lot of loyalty for it. And maybe you can even be thinking about, for those of you who aren't together on a soul path, that is this person going to get stuck in this third party energy forever? Is this actually going to transform? It's closer than you think. A lot of this is shaking us up, and it can be that we're both energetically coming to terms with the past, but there is, you could be concerned about if this doesn't clear up. Could this cause issues within the connection? And potentially for some of you, it already has been. And again, I'm feeling healthy boundaries. Let's pull a card on that, please. What is this potential outcome and fear that Gemini is tuning into? Yeah, it's like you don't want to. You feel emotionally connected, but you feel it's hard to shift your energy from the fear. You're not trusting the situation. You might be, in a sense, really on guard, not wanting drama. Some of you are really creating a healthy standpoint where you're saying, look, I directly understand, I've got compassion, but, this is where I see my life going. Again, I'm guided to 3 cards. You, them, and the other energy. They want you to know that, it is relating to the changes that they directly are making inside of a scenario ship. It's funny because they're saying that you put them at the top of the tree and they're putting you back up there. And it's not that one is higher than the other, but it's sort of a process we can spiritually go through. If they are in a third party energy, they don't feel it gets them anywhere. They're also very focused on their whole life, not necessarily just where it is, but they're also looking at where they can grow seeds, where they can grow their life. They could be dealing, again, there is an energy. For some of you, there could be a family circumstance playing out here. So, from a karmic point of view, they've tried and tried and tried, fresh approach and reverse. It's like it's not, this person's not in duality, and it could be people. I'm actually hearing people. It's more than one. Where they're at, they're like creating healthy boundaries, very 6th house. It's like, look, I'm looking at my world. I know where things grow and it's not in the dark. They're moving towards the light, and they want you to know that you are the top of the tree, and you are home. Now I'm going to go into the extension read, and we're going to see some of these hidden aspects inside the read and what to be mindful of. I would say use Tumbaline on you this month. If you are intuitively feeling a little bit of psychic attack, clear your home, have a shower, tune out of the individual. If you want coaching, jump through into the twin flame room, and I'll come through regularly, or join us on the super chat. Stay tuned for these last messages, and I'll see you during the week. Should you need a booking, you can go to the link below. Also, do bear in mind, I do live twin flame reads where you can join me to get that soul healing, as well as you do get the week by week romance and more. So I love you lots, guys. Please join us later. If you do want to watch the extension, as I mentioned, you can go to the link on the main page and it will take you directly to it. I will try and remember to place it in the video. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.